Time for another fun stack of comics to review. These ones are more adultish time. Starting out with Dopin Dan. Yeah, 2 issues we picked up at the Milwaukee Mighty Con. It's like he looked like a Beetle Bailey style character. I figured, what the heck? Check it out. I like that style character. But nice part about this is it's a ton of stories. You get anywhere from 1 to like 3, 4 page stories in here. Just keep taking him through all his little mischievous military adventures. More adult related. I suppose I do have to watch what I'm showing. There is nudity in here. It's also racial stuff in here. I mean, this comes from. Oh, let's see here. Like, ain't gonna get a date off this. Yeah, wanna give me a year at all on the. Oh, there we go. 1973 is what I got on this. This is volume 1, number 2. And this one's Dopin Dan number 1 revised edition, so should be issue 1 and 2, but not sure. But yeah, if you like the military style, be a Bailey-ish style, goofy character that's always causing problems, always doing things that are illegal or troublesome or getting himself in or out of trouble, this would be for you. The old advertisements on these and stuff. Always fun to look at. Variety of different artwork styles with the different style storylines, which is nice. Your little shout outs, call outs, and stuff. Yeah, it's watching all the trouble that they cause throughout here. I didn't mind this, but I'd rather do a Beetle Bailey myself. But it had a few of the stories that were enjoyable, fun to read, and then some that were really, really off script style goofy type thing. Speaking of goofy, we don't get the real goofy, we get Goonie, but we have Michael Mouse. A little thick comic, almost a trade. Came out not long ago. And the first 2 pages of Michael Mouse originally aired on Instagram on November 10th, 2020. So during the COVID times when everybody was putting stuff up digitally. It was never meant to be more than those 2 pages, but it quickly got shared around and soon became clear the story had to continue. It eventually wrapped up on October 20th, 2022, and now you hold in your hands a printed version. Uh, yeah, your Mickey Mouse style characters are parodied out in here. And we got Michael Mouse, we got David Duck, we got Goonie, and we got Donald Duck. Uh, and there's other characters throughout here. But this takes a very dark and twisted look on these parodied out characters. I mean, Michael's trouble. Uh, David's trying to straighten his life out with his wife and kids. And Michael gets him into doing one more drug run, drug swap, buyout, and they're all a bunch of cokeheads. It's just Wow. Yeah, it's if you like your childhood characters, don't read this. You're gonna see a doped up, depressed versions of all your characters that you know from your past. Uh, it was interesting. I'm glad I checked it out, but I'm more into the fun, amusing parodies. This one just gets a little too dark at times. But if you like those that style storyline with your parody twist, this is for you. And it's definitely interesting to check out. But yeah, just imagine your characters gone wrong on a binge and spree or that gets them in all kinds of trouble and all kinds of things along the way. If that's what you want, that's the book for you. Uh, last couple that we got here are sketch covers that I picked up, but Fire and Ice Teegra. I pretty much gave up on the Fire and Ice story. I'm burnt out on it. It's just not. I'm not feeling it. It's not taking me back to what I remember from watching the old cartoon back in the day. But like I said, when I watched the cartoon, I was pretty much wasted out of my mind. It was an acid trip to be had by many over and over. Uh, just had that Sherman trippy style feel to it. And I don't remember many words in that cartoon, that comic that they had back in the 70s, late 70s. Oh, no, I'd say probably mid 80s, early 80s when it came out, or at least when I seen it. But it had that Conan the Barbarian feel to it. And at the same time, Warren Miller had a Fire and Ice ski thing that came out, which was way better. But I just remember watching that multiple times, and when I got the book, it's just tons of talking and stuff. And I don't recall that. I recall the, the different varying style the two clans fighting against each other. The girl making an appearance and then fighting over her and all that stuff. Her with her tiger pail and stuff. But I don't remember all this stuff that's been going on. Now this story takes us into Tigra being given away to another clan to merge a couple uh, big not sex. I mean sects. Big clans together by marriage, and she doesn't want that. She's not into it, so she runs away and runs off to get away from it all. And at the same time, her dad, the king, puts out a thing that if you find her and bring her back, you may have the right to marry her. So a bunch of different princes go out looking for her and stuff. But it's just that story. I mean, it's basically a story of merging clans and forced marriage type thing, and having to deal with it if she doesn't want it and all that. It was again, eh, not really my cup of tea. I picked up Vampirella 666, issue number 666, because of the number, of course. And I figured I'd see where the storyline was going. Still have Vampirella being obsessed with children. I don't know if she's looking for another boyfriend. She's gonna find another kid that she can fall in love with. I just thought that storyline got a little too weird how they played that out. We have a evil like Damien demon child here that's in her classroom, and she's kind of like working with trying to work things out with him, and he's just got all kinds of issues. And while we're dealing with that, we come across Draculina, and we got Vampirella and her other friends hanging out, and we're learning about some a variety of different uh, characters we know from the past storylines get mentioned in here, and we even have a certain astronaut that makes an appearance that you may know if you've heard me talk about the other ones. But yeah, I it's okay. I'm not gonna keep following it. It doesn't give me enough to feel happy where it's going. But then we get a little Vampirella Sanctuary story that kind of has that uh, Little Riding Hood style storyline going on in here, where she's trying to protect the child, and there's lots of characters after her because of the child and stuff. But it doesn't give me no reason to keep following the ongoing Vampirella storyline. I'll just wait and up in a bargain bin someday then get caught up. But yeah, that's it for that stack. Another fun little stack of comics. So subscribe, rate, review, tell a friend, like our videos, help us get those clicks. And we'll get back to you with more stuff soon. Yeah, I think we're gonna try at least one of our comic readings, because I got my new camera mount in the mail, so now I can try and see if that works better for camera positioning. So see what happens with that. Hopefully we'll have one of those out this week, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll have other stuff for you also. So keep following, like, subscribe, help us out, and we'll be back with more stuff soon. Bye.